Welcome to Two Dogs Digs Thrift It or Throw It Holiday Edition. Yay! It's me, Bad Dog, or Bad Elf Dog, I guess I am today, with my Santa shirt on. I'm a Santa, my retro Santa. Yes, ho, 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 ho. Welcome to our Tuesday night live Thrift It or Throw It. Thanks so much for joining us here. Today we're going to do one of our favorite shows, which is Thrift It or Throw It. We're going to show you some photos of things that we found at thrift stores. And then we're going to ask you what you think you would do / what we would do with them. And we'll see. I think they're one of my favorite shows because, one, I learn a lot from what I buy versus what other people buy. Hopefully you'll learn a bit too about things you may not have thought about or pass by, or can even help you with looking and going, oh, I remember that. Don't even bother with that. Or I remember that. Oh, gotta take a closer look at that for the show. So tonight it's me and the good elf.
I don't know why I am so far away. Give me a second.
Near.
Oh.
So
there we go. Hello, everyone.
Welcome. Big thanks to everybody who's joining us here who is a member of our Kennel Club. Thank you so much for supporting us in our efforts to keep you entertained and keep putting the F for fun in thrifting.
Well, F for something.
What?
An F for something.
F for fun in thrifting. So hello. Let's say hello to some of the people here. Tina's here. Donna, I don't know where Rick just went. Lisa, Cheryl, and one of our rare Tuesdays off. Yay! Mr. Carl. Hey, Nellie's here. Michael is here. Let's see. Greg watching from the TV. Kathy, Paul, Susan. What else we got? I don't know if I said Don already, but there's Don. Charmaine, and I'm sure Brian is here too. Lisa and Joel, who's doing some great shots recently. Look up Joel on Facebook. You see some great shots from some rock and roll shows because he's a great photographer.
Sorry, I have to go grab.
Heather and Bob are here.
I'm going to grab my coffee.
Oh, that's where you're going to grab your coffee. Sherry's here. Diana. Oh, Jesus. Kevin. Adrian, hello. There's Brian. Julie, hello. And yes, an early Thanksgiving to all of you in the U.S. Who are going to be doing Thanksgiving on Thursday. So I thought I'd start off actually with let's start with the news, just for where we are. So today is November 26th, and for us Canadian sellers, we're still stuck with the Canada Post strike, so we still have no idea what's going on with that. We have no idea when it's going to end. Oh, Elisa. Hello, Elisa. I didn't say you. April, hello. We have no idea when that's going to end. And on top of that, we've got a crazy, chaotic cross-border shipper thing happening right now. I'm going to do a little video on it, hopefully tomorrow. But basically, to summarize for those of you who do cross-border shipping, there are 3 main cross-border shippers in Canada, major ones. They are Chit Chats, they are Stallion Express, and they are DYK Post. There are some other independent ones, Run and Red in Winnipeg. There's a Niagara Falls one. There's one in Montreal. But those are your 3 top ones. And right now, they are all 3 telling completely different stories on what's acceptable for going across the border using third-party postage. So for those of you who may list on Poshmark US, Poshmark sends you the postage, so you have to use a third-party shipper. Well, Stallion is saying, first they said they won't accept anything as of this week. Now they're saying they'll accept Poshmark. Chit Chats is not accepting it except for people who are grandfathered in from over 5 years ago. And DYK is saying, don't let anybody tell you they won't accept it. We'll always accept it. And they're actually opening up in Toronto too. So it's very confusing. I'm still trying to wrestle my way through speaking with the representatives from each of the 3 to try and get a better hold on it. But you can tune into Craft if you haven't, and you'll see more about that. So that's not fun. What is fun is when you go out on a Thrift It or Throw It Tuesday and the thing you see is something that you don't even know what you've ended up getting. Oh, Lisa just sent her very first UPS shipment today. I will die if Canada. Well, yeah, a lot of us are going to be like, because of Black Friday for us is big. So, but here's I just want to show you. So, I actually went out today, and I didn't even notice this. So I walked into a thrift store 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I have no idea when this happened to have gone out. I actually, well, I'll start it with saying I do look at Facebook all the time. And one of the things that I found, I was really lucky. Sometimes you get onto Facebook and you find something right when the perfect timing is there. And I did in this case. Look at this. I found this entire lot of The Wizard of Oz. The Wizard and I. Look at this. This is
What?
of Wizard of Oz Hallmark ornaments. Look at them all. They're so fantastic. There's 21 ornaments that I ended up picking up in here.
Are you going to tell the most fun part about it?
That's the there's 21 ornaments that I got, and I actually managed to get them for $75 for all 21 ornaments. So that's like $3 an ornament. And that's exactly what I was thinking, Tina. They could be hot with the Wicked movie. And if you have not seen the Wicked movie, even if you're not a musical fan,
what's wrong with you?
Well, we must recommend it as Broadway fans ourselves, musical fans, but also just as general movie fans. Wicked Part 1 was an amazing movie. We actually saw it on Wednesday night. We saw it 2 nights before a preview. No, I actually I got that on Facebook. I don't know what Rick was saying. Wait, Rick, what did you say? What am I going to tell the what?
You have to tell the entire story.
I don't know what the entire story is. I don't know what you're talking about.
Who did you buy them from?
Somebody on Facebook.
Okay.
I'm not sure. And I picked them up.
Okay. Sorry, I must be confusing things. Never mind.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's my entire story. I got 21 ornaments for $75 Canadian. So yeah, that was fun. Now the other thing that was fun was on the way out there, I thought I'd pop into my thrift store, and on the middle shelf in my thrift store, I saw this thing and I went, oh, look at this. Isn't this cute? I thought this is so cute. So I just picked it up and put it in my cart. So I pick it up and I thought, oh, that's cute. And I looked at it because I said, what the hell does it say? Because I'm looking at this and I go, L. I'm going, what the hell is this? Is it supposed to say Noel? And then I realized this is an N. I didn't realize. And that's the O, the wreath. But all I did was do this and pick it up, and I looked at it and I went, oh, look, there's a Japan sticker. And it's $3.49. So it went into my cart. It's so cute. Isn't it cute? Noel. Well, I get it home, and it's a candle holder, by the way. The first thing Rick does, I go, look at this, Rick. And what does he do? He turns it around and goes, oh my God, that's Holt Howard.
Yes, it is.
That it is.
And the comps are unfricking.
The comps on this are actually very interesting because one just sold of these, believe it or not, for $450. $450. And it had wax in it too. Mm-hmm. Now, the other comps are in the $150 to $200 mark, but it's just so strange. One literally just sold for $450. So, again, I didn't even see the sticker. I just saw Japan. So I always say whenever you're out there looking at Christmas stuff, you're seeing a lot of this in thrift stores right now, look for stuff that has that sort of older look. And this just looked older, like just the idea behind it. Now, some of it could be really newer stuff that's recreated. In fact, Hallmark just created a whole line of ornaments over the past couple of years that are retro ornaments, but this isn't. And it's got a sticker on it too. So Rick was thrilled about that. It's a little dusty. And I'm a little. I'm like,
oh my God, Craig! Do you know this is Holt Howard?
I didn't know that. Like, get out! Holy moly! It is, as Lisa said. I'll probably have to keep that. And then when we said the price, okay, maybe I'd sell it. It's so cute.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's going to sell if we're going to sell it this year or if it's going to be on the sticker. You bet. This is the sticker for it. So there's the Japan, and the HH is how you know that it's Holt Howard. So there's the Japan on the bottom, but the H, and it was 30% off. So it didn't even cost me $3.49. It cost me $2.20. Yay!
Yay, Craig.
So you find something like that, then you find stuff like this. I just thought this was cute. It was on the baggy wall. It was $3.49. But look at that little guy. Look at the little Santa, and he's actually in a vase. He's like a wall hanging piece.
Oh, he looks so grumpy.
He's a grump. He does look a little bit grumpy, but you'd be grumpy if you were stuck in a bush too. I think. But again, this was $3.49, and I'm just gonna pop this one open. There is a
Julie
the back.
Julie, Holt Howard is something you should definitely familiarize yourself with.
Go ahead, Rick.
Holt Howard is something that you all should definitely do a search for. The pieces are always sort of cutesy, Japan inspired. They're made in Japan, and they are highly, highly collectible. We had a bunch of the anthropomorphic jars and heads or faces that go in the jars, the spoons, and they're quite valuable. People collect them like there's no tomorrow.
I think, isn't that what Adrian found?
Yes, Adrian found the salt and pepper shaker. A salt and pepper shaker.
Yeah. Cozy kitten stuff.
Yep. I think Donna found the string holder.
Yeah, and again, it's take a look at Holt Howard and just see what it is. And Lisa sold their pixie ware.
Yep.
Top of the line for Japan ceramics.
But
so, yeah.
really, they're kind of cheaply made in Japan.
They look like it, but they're very cute.
They're so cute. They're collectible. So people go out of their frickin' minds.
I'm just trying to see if I can do it.
The last time we were at Brimfield, when we were at Brimfield last year, there was a fellow that went from field to field, and he had like 6 tables full of Holt Howard.
Here's some Holt Howard that is right now on eBay. So there's 4,100 items on the rare. This is Christmas. There's a Sweet Santa. 3 bids for just the bottom part of a jar. Look at this. Now, this is not sold. So let's go to the real thing. We always say you got to look at solds to look at real things. So let's look at solds. And in the past 90 days, 2,500 Holt Howards have sold. And some, I don't even know. Those I don't know why they're even showing up for that. But look at those. Holt Howard egg cups, $94. Pixies, $32. Candle holder, $98. Now you probably see this in a store and think,
that's cute.
Yeah, that's cute. Like, but is it so cute that you'd want to pick it up? It kind of looks a little cheap at the same time. It's like, but if you knew that it was going to be, you could get $98 for it, you'd probably pick it up. I don't, and this is obviously a lot more Christmas stuff is sold recently. Look at that. Look at that Noel sign. $129 for that candle holder. Just sold. That looks like it was made by a child. Like, look how bad that is.
It's green poo.
It does. It looks like green poo. There's that sticker. And that just sold for $129. I know. I would probably look at this and think, if you saw that in a store, you'd go, oh, some child made that, and mom and dad said, let's get rid of it. But that's the kind of stuff you could keep your eyes open for. You may not see the Holt Howard label. Japan label on the bottom is also really good. And then these are the other things that you can see. Again, a lot of Holt Howard Christmas stuff. This is what more people are familiar with, like the Siamese cats and things like that. There's the candles, all sorts of different kinds of things. And if you really want to see something to knock your socks off, you go and do highest first. $2,500 for a Santa Claus cookie jar. $1,300 for an air freshener. That's what bids. Look at this. This has got bids on it. 6 bids. It sold for $1,300.
Oh, that's something you put potpourri in.
Yeah. Mid-century Christmas tree air freshener. It's an air freshener.
If
Your
that
air
had
better
this
smell
Holt Howard written, that
pretty
had
damn
Holt,
good for $1,300. But oh my God, look at that! Look at the prices of these. There's another one of those for $1,200. I love this Santa, but this is Christmas focused right now. Again, you don't necessarily see. Yeah, and Elisa said I grabbed some of my Japan church boys. Yeah, so try and do the Google search, the Carl search, and see if they match up. That's one way to potentially find them doing it. So as well, but that's something for you to keep your eyes open for. And then here's a close up look at what I just picked up. This isn't that cute? It's a little tree, little plastic tree with the grumpy Santa on it.
he looks much better out of the
It
bag.
does look better outside of it, and it's got a wire in here, so it stands up nicely. And then the other thing that happened to be in here, which is older, it's a flocked snowman, still in this package.
I don't like taking pictures of things like that.
No, but it's nice that it's neat that it's a flocked snowman.
Yeah.
Like still inside his package, so it's just a nice little thing. Yeah, it's the kind of thing that's kind of hard because it's a dull package. So when you want to try and sell this, it doesn't look great. You almost want
I'm almost tempted to rip it out of the bag.
open it up and then keep the package just in case. So, but you never know. That's the kind of things you have to look for. So that's how we started it. And then, of course, when you find things like this, you got to take a picture. There's me, Mr. Twinklight. That's me, Twinklight.
It's
Rick
lucky
wouldn't buy the
sweatshirt.
twink lights. He just made me hold the twink lights.
Well, we plugged them in and they didn't work.
Actually, they didn't work. That's
We
true.
couldn't figure out if the bulbs
Why they
were.
didn't twink? What
didn't
was wrong
twink.
with the twink lights?
They didn't twink.
Let's start off with you never heard of the company, and this is the reason you watch the show. I'm glad that you got some more info on it. Yeah, take a pick in the bag to show it new and packaged first. That's a good idea. That's probably. Don is like, don't rip it out of the bag. At least it just sold a smaller version of that snowman. So let's go on to thrift it or throw it, because that's what today's all about. First item up for bids for thrift it or throw it. Saw this and was like, oh, these are so cute. Ornaments. It's Christmas time. Of course, I got to look at ornaments, and this is ornaments from Irving Berlin's White Christmas, the musical. There's a closer look at it. So White Christmas was a touring musical. It's pops on all the time. This is literally from the Broadway tour kind of thing, or probably from Broadway itself. So there were 3 of these in the bag for $5. And look at that. Look at how fast. Oh, this has got a fast, really fast.
But Janet wants you to buy them.
Throw. Janet and Greg say thrift. Throw. My God, that's a hard throw from almost everybody. We got like 80% throws on this.
Adrian is saying thrift.
Throw. Adrian says, oh, is that why I'm getting dings on my phone?
Yes, Adrian, if you want to just include me in the chat with me instead
chat with Rick, so it doesn't ding on me, because it's dinging on me too. But so what did I do? You and me in the theater and you says thrift. It's actually, at least it says thrift. Throw. Meh. Well, I tell you, because like when you think about something like that, we've actually seen the musical. We saw it on Broadway, and we actually saw a touring company of it. And we watch the musical literally every single Christmas
time it's on.
Huh?
Every time it's on.
Whenever we turn the channel and it happens to be on. But yes, we have to watch that musical. Why? Very simply. Sisters. They were never such devoted sisters.
Yeah.
I don't have the blue feathers, but if I did, I'd put them on right now and tell you. Did we thrift it or throw it? Well, we
threw them at the old lady I stole the ceramic tree from.
We threw them. Yeah, we didn't buy them.
I thought they were really boring, and the comps were not there. So
yeah, that's unfortunately it. It's like I think the reason being because it was from the musical, the Broadway show, it probably didn't have like we could barely find any comps. But I thought even though that was only not expensive, I mean, only going to cost me $1.50 each, I probably couldn't flip them for more than $10, and nobody would want multiple. Somebody may want one if they're doing a theater tree.
Well, plus the
I
boxes
I, I
don't
literally
scream
I kept,
quality.
what?
Those boxes do not scream quality to me.
No, but they were the same boxes that some of the other stuff comes in, like the not the Holly Hobby, the Betsy Clark that can get good money.
Yeah.
And same with some Disney stuff. But Elisa, that was your dad's favorite movie. Yeah, and I know that where is it? Throw it at Adrian. That's
No.
they're very light, so it doesn't hurt. Diana and I have one thing that we constantly Facebook message each other on when two things are on: White Christmas and Singing in the Rain. Anytime those things come up, one of us finds it on Turner Classic, a message goes off, usually with a screen cap that we're watching it. So they're supposed to be snowballs? I guess so. I don't know. But again, keep your eyes open for a lot of those kind of ornaments because they are really, you can find ornaments that are in really interesting shape. Some things that are really neat to find. Let me just see. Where's my next one in here? Where'd it go? Where am I going? Where'd you go? Like these. Now this is a bad blurry picture. Ornimotions. Now Ornimotions, for those of you who may or may not know, are they are lights that plug. They're ornaments that plug into your actual light strand. So you take a light out, mini lights out, and then you plug these things in. Now, this has happened to be just some of the Ornimotions they had here. I'm going to give you a better shot on it. Now, the prices on them were a little on the high side. These were $5.49 for these Ornimotions that were here. This one was $10.49. There were a couple of these for $10.49. So what will happen is that plug will go in, and they will rotate around when you're looking at these. And there's another $7.49 for some. So sort of all over the mark, $5.49, $7.49. This was 12 Days of Christmas, or like there was they had 7 of the 12 Days of Christmas. They
only
had
7?
They only had 7 of them, yeah. Then these ones, which I've actually never seen the Ornimotion. There's the Ornimotion name. I've never seen the Golden Bell Collector series. So I've only seen them in these other kind of boxes that you see here, this red kind of box. So I'll go back to the badly blurry photo. There we go. But that's the kind of thing that you see. So what have we got here? Let's see what we've got here. Thrift, the original Noma rotator. Yep, that's it. Thrift. Now, you didn't see the price on it. Had loads on our tree. I know we had loads on our tree. Spendy. Yeah, they were a little bit spendy, depending on the subject and if they had the cords. Yeah, so you need these. In many cases, what you needed to think about is this needed, you can barely see this bad picture I've got. This needed a cord. Like the Ornimotions in many cases, there's a better shot of it. You need to have this cord. You can see how it plugs in there to make them spin around. And those cords you can also find separately. Throw at those prices. Thrift, throw. Not for that price. Yeah, so Lisa changed her mind. Too expensive. Throw. Pre-lit trees, you can't plug them in. That's actually a very good point. Costly, yeah. So everybody throw. Looks pricey, yep. What were the ones you called last year? They were in a smaller box, very similar to Ornimotion. Oh, I can't remember. Thrift, one Thrift, Marianne. Throw, depends on comps and parts. Somewhere I have the motors. Throw, because you're cheap. Cheap? Well, I tell you, what did I do? I threw them. And yes, so that was the interesting thing. I thought, wow, look at these. Then I turned them to the price and went, wow, look at these. The biggest challenge, though, is there's a lot of them on eBay. You can check them. I'll just pop into this thing where I've got because Rick is not set up for me to be doing the thing he's supposed to be doing.
I can't do it down here. I don't have a
So
stable enough connection.
this is what you actually can make more money from if you actually have these, which are the Ornimotion spinners. So this is how you make it rotate. Sit on it and rotate. This is what plugs into your thing. So you can see in here, but otherwise there's some of these that are like 40, 45. I did look the ones up there, but I couldn't find any that were really worth a lot of money. Now, I'm going to take this down to show you just these are sold. I'm going to take this down to show you lowest price and shipping and take a look. Those are some of the things. 1 cent. Like, take a look at these. $4, $4, $9, $4. So a lot of these are, you got to really know the comp. You got to look up the individual comps on those in order to make sure that you're picking up the right thing so that you're actually not.
How many of those listings had free shipping? Too many. I made 3 cents.
Yeah. But yeah, I was actually surprised that they were this low compared to where they used to be before. So let's go next. I always talk about doing things like plates. So here's and if you remember last year, I think it was last year, we showed you Christmas plates that were plastic, melamine plates that we bought 8 of for $3.99. And we flipped them for $125 for a set of 4 twice.
Those I didn't mind shipping because they were
light and not breakable. Well, this is something else that I saw, which I thought were really cute. Because you know what I always say, when you're walking down that plate aisle, I just want you to look and go, "That's different. That's something to look at." So here's something that caught my eye. It says so. I didn't know what this meant. So I was looking at this and going, up to the housetop, the cursors. I was like, what are cursors? I don't know what a cursor is. They look like, that looks like a 2-headed reindeer to me. Like I was like, I thought it was a 2-headed reindeer. Then I realized it's actually 2 reindeer. This is more of the set. So you can see then in a twinkling, I hear on the roof. Now, these are by a company called Portmeirion Studio. And they're illustrated by Susan Winget. It's Winget. And oh, there we go. They're just. I thought they were just a cute, like a cute set. So this set of 4 for $5.49. So I made sure there's no chips or anything like that on it. And the team was like, "Ooh, Susan Winget. Yep, buy." Thrift. Those plates are cute. Looks like Pottery Barn. What is a courser? Because it says the coursers. I'm thinking, so up to the house, click, click, click. That's all I'm thinking of. Lisa says, I do very well with Portmeirion. Elisa says, throw. Donna says, thrift. Buy. Portmeirion Winget. Thrift. Is it the full set? It's the set of 4, yeah. Thrift. You thought it was Studio Nova, no? Thrift is Adrian. Oh, thrift. Well, Charmaine's a throw. Okay, so we got 2 throws and mostly thrift. So 90% of you are on the thrift side of things. Greg's on the thrift side of things. So we only got Charmaine and where is Charmaine? Who else said throw? Somebody else said throw. I know it said somebody else said throw. But mostly, so what did we do? Did we thrift it or throw it? We thrifted the set. Now, and again, I'll show you a poster thing on this. Here it is. That's the set of 4. And here's the back so you can get a better shot of that. So this is Portmeirion Studios. And here is the comps on one of the sets of 4. $32 for a loose set of 4. So yeah, what's a buck a plate? Yeah. So and so $32 for the set of 4, and that's the exact same set of 4. So I thought, oh, this is great. It's a set of 4. I know I can actually do something with a set of 4. Well, guess what I found a week later? A boxed set of 4 for $10.49. So I had to pick up that box set of 4 for a $10.49. And here's the other reason why. Last year, we showed you that we actually found this Susan Wingett, this artist from Port Merion Studios, and we actually had found some of her napkin rings. And this is the napkin rings that she has. Same sort of look. You can see it's the same idea. And they just say made in China in them. But they are Susan Wingett, and they are Port Merion Gallery. And we sold one of these sets 2 weeks ago for $40. We still have one set left. And we bought them for $3.99 for a set of 8. So we actually have one more set left. But not only that, look what I ended up picking up today. While I was out.
Sorry.
What are you doing? Port Merion Studios. So here's what the box looks like. So that you can see there's the PS. So if you see this PS, you can take a look at that. It just says cookie jar Christmas story on it. It's made, you can also check out if you want to portmerion.com. This is literally from the same series. So there, and it's a cookie jar, and I did open it up to look at, and there's the actual detail is a Christmas story illustrated by Susan Wingett. So in this season alone, I have found 2 sets of plates, and today a brand new Christmas story cookie jar. And we've sold one already. So no, it's a U.S. company, Julie. Yeah, it's a U.S. company. They look a lot like Mary Engelbreit. Yes, it's the same kind of feel and look. I've got PS on my radar, and hopefully you'll have PS on your radar now too. No, that the interesting thing was they were all at different places. That's the interesting thing. Last year we got the napkin rings, 2 sets on the wall, but this year, because that was the first year I even thought about those. Now I'm looking for Port Merion Studios and PS and Susan Wingett. And this year, in 3 weeks, I picked up the set of 4 plates, then the set of 4 plates, a different place a week later, and this was at a completely different one another week after that. So Tina sold licenses and sold fabric. Or she licenses her design, she sold fabric with her design. Charmaine says gingerbread's hot this year. Hopefully. Lisa has sold tons of Port Merion, but never seen Port Merion Studios. Yeah, so it's just again, it's an interesting thing to keep your eye out for. Again, it's got that kind of that look. I'll go back to one of the pictures that you can see on the plates themselves, so you can get another look at that's the kind of look. You can even see down here. There's the Susan Wingett like little signature on it, but very sort of cute, folksy. Again, Mary Engelbreit kind of Holly Hobbyish kind of look to that. So fun. That was that one. Next, when you see something like this, you gotta go, what the heck is that? This is this was a cart that just rolled out. And on this cart, I think that just rolled out, I saw these plaid busillas. And they are actually napkin felt home decor. Have you felt home decor? Have you felt some home decor? I've felt some home decor before. This is plaid busilla felt decor. This is poinsettia napkin cuffs and coasters. Aren't these beautiful? I don't know. That's a little tacky looking to me with all the jewels and everything, the bedazzling and stuff like that. This is actually they were $1.99 a package. So this is what was there. And again, there's the picture of them all. So there was all of these. And you can actually see one of these is actually another. This is a poinsettia table runner. So there were table runners, napkin things, all that sort of thing. That's what makes Busilla popular. All the bling. Fugly Christmas sweaters, fugly Christmas home decor. Felt that decor. But Joel says thrift. Paul says thrift. Andrew says thrift. Don says throw if still sealed. They're all still sealed if you want me to throw. I like that. Bling ding. It's not needlepoint. I don't think. It's like some gluey kind of stuff. Let's see, what is it?
It's for sniffing.
Stamped felt, cotton floss, color, sequins and beads, metallic thread, 2 needles, and trilingual instructions. So you're gonna make that whole thing yourself.
So you're gonna stitch the beads along the little lines.
Oh, thrift if still sealed. Put it down and walk away. You cut the felt out, sew the beads and sequins on. It's a cornucopia of
It's
crap.
your chance to be Bob Mackey for your table.
Yes, Mackey your own Christmas if you wanted to. So you can design a table. You got table runners. You got napkin rings. Your friends can come over and watch them leave. Like, you might as well bring screw top eggnog.
Give them a napkin as they walk out
Give
the
them
door.
a napkin as they walk away with all the hard work. Pin it on yourself. Use it as a boutonniere. Look, that could be used as a boutonniere. Honestly,
It's a pterodactyl.
What did we do? Did we thrift these or throw these? I think we're sitting at about a 60-40 thrift to throw on these because they're tacky as hell, but they're Busilla and they're ugly. They're fugly, but they're $1.99. So what did we do? You know we had to buy them all. So here's a closer look at what that fugly kit is. There it is. At $1.99, I didn't even bother looking up comps because I figure it's Busilla. I'm at least going to get the money for these. And the interesting thing was, because there were so many of them, so there's what you're going to do. There's your sequins. You got to sew this stuff. There's your thread. Now, the interesting thing was, I got 1 of these, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. I think I actually have 6 of these or 7. So I'm gonna make a list, but I only got 1 damn table runner, ugly table runner. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna look. I'm boring Rick with this one. I'm gonna put this table runner with 2 of these, so somebody can have like a set of 8 and the table runner. It's gonna cost me $6, $5 US, $4 US, to $6, and I'm gonna probably list it for about 40 or so. And these I'm probably going to be listing for about $19 a piece. Now, if you think that's a ridiculous price to look at them, well, this one is listed right now for $27 for the 1 piece. So, yeah, that would be, yes, Project Runway, or what is it? The Great British Sewing Bee, that they can recycle those. And
yes.
So again, $12 for the lot of them. So again, what you're looking for here is things that, for especially at the Christmas season, you're looking for Christmas Busilla. Now, there's a lot of other Christmas stuff that's out there, and I want you to be cautious about this because there's lots and lots of Christmas crap that you can look at, and you don't want a lot of it. I think there's something I forgot to put the picture up for that I saw today, but it was another one of these sort of, oh, look at this. This is interesting. And it was, no, I didn't. I got rid of it. It was another Christmas set series. So you need, well, not if you don't have a lot of friends. You only need 4. So if you needed 2 sets, I got them for you if you want them, Lisa. We can make a deal. Tons of sold for napkin cuffs in the $20 range. Yeah. What year were they? That's interesting. I do not see if it says on here somewhere. 2003. 2003. So they're vintage now. They're 20 years old, so they're vintage. But take a look. Keep your eyes open for that. But also, again, whenever you see Christmas needlepoint, especially Christmas stockings, if you see kits for Christmas stockings, and again, Rick is not able to do this, so I have to go and do this myself. Cross stitch. Stitch stocking. It's so much easier when Rick actually can do this instead of me. And we go to some of the highest listed prices on these stockings. Let me just see. I'll find this. I want to show you because we just actually sold a stocking for $30. But take a look at what some of these is unbelievable. Some of these stocking kits go for. Look at that. This is Busilla. This is a Busilla Christmas stocking. $400 sold. This is sold. And then the gold collection. We always talk about look for the gold collection when you can find that. That gold collection cross-knit stocking sold $229.
Why was ours not priced that high?
Tree skirts. No, because we didn't have that specific one.
Okay, we did have a gold collection stocking.
Yeah, we do. We just sold we've just sold one for like $95 and another one for $125.
Yeah, but why not 400?
Because I didn't get that kit. I'm sorry, I didn't get that kit. But look at how much some of these stockings are selling for. This is just stocking. So always be on the lookout for Christmas stockings. Again, they're not all $100 stockings. I'll show you the shipping on I'll go to the low end of them. See, there are these stockings that you can look at. There's a Busilla there that sold for 99 cents. Jan Lynn, $3. $1.27. There's a Busilla that sold for $4. So you really have to do the search for those to make sure that you're getting the right thing. But because there are a lot of them. There's a Thomas Kincaid one, $9 with free shipping. So, but keep your eyes open for Christmas cross stitch, Christmas stockings. Look them up, grab them, throw them in your cart, look them up. Yeah, but still, normally those don't go for, even with their 99 cents. They don't go that. Somebody else will have grabbed that. So again, it's just an idea of something else for you to look at. Let's see, what do we got next? That was that one right here. This is something interesting. I thought, I haven't seen something like this. This is actually a Santa that is the kind that you buy and you would paint yourself. So this is it's Creative Crafts. This is what you're going to make it look like. And it was $5.49. So it's telling you this is what you should do with it. I guess. Conforms to ASTM number whatever. I don't know. I don't understand what this is saying. Black for belt, boots, and eyes and buttons. Oh, white for beard, hat, eyes, candy cane. So it's just telling you yellow is for ribbon. Silver is for the package and the ribbon. So it's giving you a suggestion, but hell, you can paint that any way you wanted to. It's just it's a blank Santa. Throw it away. It's plaster. Oh, so it's like I've not been so good. Now all I want to do is go shopping. Needlepoint seems to sell better than cross stitch. Yeah, again, it's one of those depending things. Throw it. Paul says throw it. Donna says throw it. Andrew says throw it. Throw it. Goth Santa. You could turn it into a Goth Santa. You could pick. Oh, by the way, Elisa, unfortunately, I will let you know the meat nativity, the Lady Gaga meat nativity has sold. Somebody did buy it, so I couldn't buy it for you and figure out for you to do. You remember from last time. Throw, smash, smoke. Not a single thrift in here for that fabulous item. Well, what did I do with it? I left it there too because I was like, no. It actually doesn't have a good comp. They do sell. They sell for about $10, but it is heavy. It is bigger. There was also a stocking, a mouse, and like 2 or 3 others. So somebody had gotten rid of like 4 or 5 of these things. And it just, even for $5, it was still a little too much for me to pick up. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to pass on that. Next comes one of the things that we have a tendency to see lots of, which is trees. Lots of different kinds of trees. So we're going to show you a couple of different kinds of trees, and you figure, what would you do with this? This is the Santa's magical Christmas tree. It was said 49 cents. Make a sound or push a button, and the magical tree comes alive, and it opens up, and these little guys go rolling around on the inside. So it sits closed, and then when you make a sound, if you fart as you walk by, the tree will open up and sing to you. This is it. It's kind of large, by Hilco Corporation. So animatronics can have, the box was in kind of shape. A lot of animatronics can do interestingly well. It didn't actually. It wasn't a farting Christmas tree. That was just me. Keep on walking. Keep on walking. Keep on walking. Tested before buying. They're often corroded. Throw. Well, everybody's throwing on that. So again, I guess, did I do the right thing with this? Did I thrift it or throw it? I threw it, and actually I couldn't test it because it didn't have. It's a battery operated one. It didn't have an adapter. But I put this in for a really specific reason, and I think I've got, and also that's how much they sell for. So it's pretty large to try and look at that for $16.99. The fact that somebody has one for $16.99 is like, no. And look, they want $38 shipping for it. So I don't think that's going to sell. I really don't think that's gonna sell. So,
and that's 38.
4 people are checking this out, and 4 have added it to their watch list. You know why? Because they got one, and they're trying to figure out how to get rid of theirs. That's the only reason they probably added it to their watch list. What about this tree? This is not a tree topper. This is like just a tree. So it's like a $5.99. It is a glass, like, just freestanding tree. So really cute kind of coloring to it, but it isn't a tree topper. It's just for like a decor piece, just to stand in the back. Now it's from Lord & Taylor. Ooh, special Lord & Taylor. Donna would, she likes that tree. She'd buy it and put it in her booth. It originally was $34.99 too. That's the interesting thing. And it's only $5.99. So throw, thrift. Yeah, so we got a few more, a couple of throws. It looks like something Target sold. It's $3.99. No, $34.99. Throw, thrift. So we're running around 50-50 on this one with the thrift it and throw. Yeah, literally, is there a 50-50? Would you thrift? I'll put that picture back at the tree again. There it is. So it's a good size. It's kind of, it's cute. It's pretty. There's no chips or anything. It's like a glass, but thrift, throw. Jennifer Holman says, Lord & Taylor is the bay. And did we thrift it or throw it? We threw it, and that's the reason. Lord & Taylor to us was, the first thing I thought of was like, oh, this is like something big. And it kind of like, because some of the stuff that you can find, like Pier 1 and even Boston Warehouse, they don't have great names, but they can still have really good stuff. In this specific case, I actually couldn't find anything really great from Lord & Taylor. So this, you can see there's a lot of stuff in that's Lord & Taylor that was sold that are in the $20 and $30 mark. So occasionally you'll find something really interesting, like there's a hammer and thumb ornament, but a lot of $9, $15 sort of thing. So again, my first thought was, ooh, Lord & Taylor. I got to look at this. I better pick it up.
Well, plus, it's also a blown glass ornament. So
yeah,
always worthwhile taking a little more time to at least carl it and see what the comps are like.
Yeah. Next one, I walk by, I see this thing, and this is a different time, but I saw this sitting in the wood section, and it was a beaded starter kit for a pre-assembled beaded mini tree. And I'm like, what the hell's that? $5.49. So here's a better picture of it. A pre-assembled glass beaded tree. Quick and easy, ready to decorate. I don't know how small it is. The one shown above includes the finished tree, 275 ornaments. Well, I don't know. You don't get them. Additional accessories available, not included, ornaments. So it's just a tree. So, but it, and again, it's $5.49 for that. It's got a wood base. I love how it's their own description. It's pre-assembled, wood base, decorative brand. Just so you know, it's a decorative brand.
It comes with 24 ornaments.
Oh, there are 24 ornaments and 50 easy to assemble ornaments with an instruction booklet.
Wow.
So that there it is there. So what would you do with the mini tree? Jennifer had one. Itty bitty stuff is trending. Thrift. Joel throw. Heather throw. Sherry thrift. Tina's buy it. Thrift. I think that's a throw. Let's see what else I forgot here. Thrift. Well, what did I do with this? I've never heard of Mini Tree before. I don't know what the company is that does this. Let's see if it, I can't remember where the company name is on this thing somewhere. But I looked at it and I thought, oh, this is kind of interesting. Pre-assembled mini tree. Create a family heirloom. $5.49. Well, what did I end up doing with it? I had to pick it up. And here it is. It's not that small. Couple of things that are good. The reason I picked this one up. Number one, it's sealed. It's brand new. It's never been opened. Number two, it sells for $115 for this tree. $115. Can you, like, I would not, and actually it has sold for anywhere from $90 to $155 for this exact same tree, sealed in sealed condition, plus shipping. Now, the interesting thing about this was not only that, but I actually, this is reminding me how much freaking Christmas stuff I have to list. Wowza, wow. Ooh, yep, that's true. Good Lord, well done. I changed my mind. Well, here's the interesting thing. I actually found that after I had found
Bob says he would have looked it up.
this. This was hanging on a shelf. And what I could see in this was these boxes. So I grabbed these boxes and I went, the mini tree. I was having such a hard time trying to figure out what the heck this was. So this little baggie was $3.49. And I'm looking at this going, what the heck is this? The mini tree. Ready to twist mini tree branches. And I was like, I don't know. I don't get it. There's two things inside here. I had this in my cart going, I don't know what exactly this is. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with it. And then I turned down another aisle, and that's where the mini tree was. So I was like, that's what you are. So I'm going to actually open this bag up right now. The comps on it, Elisa, were between $85 and $150. This is actually ready to twist branches for mini trees. So you actually, this has glass beads, paddle wire, and I don't know how you use the darn things. There's the back of them. There's what they look like. This was on sale for 25 cents when it was originally purchased. 25 cents. These sell for $50 a piece on their own. So people who have mini trees are mini tree fanatics. So this entire thing is $8 and it's going to flip for over $200. Yay! So again, it's a brand. I have no idea. But yeah, and the brand name Again, it's not even a brand name I've ever heard of before. West Trim Crafts. So West Trim Crafts. So again, you could look up West Trim Crafts. There's the picture of that. That's the sold one that sold for $115. And there's a terrible. This
Not a touch of vintage.
This is what came from AI. Then this is what they added. This is epic. I don't know why they did that. But
Was
yeah,
there sealed?
There's the baggie. Huh?
Was there sealed?
Yep.
Okay. How do they know it's epic?
They said right there, it's epic. This is epic.
How do they know?
I do not know how they knew it was epic.
It's so tiny in my giant hands. Honey, it's like 4 minutes to go.
Yep. Now I'm going to show you one of the things that I'm going to preview from Rick, which is a Rick Fabulous find. Now, this isn't really a through to throat, but it is a Rick Fabulous find. Switch him over here and take a look at this.
Dun, dun, dun.
He saw this in our trip to the States. It is a...
It's a display. It's a centerpiece.
It's a centerpiece for $4.99. I think these are glass, aren't they, Rick?
No, they're plastic.
Oh, they're plastic?
Yep.
They all work.
Yep.
Yes, that is Fugly Christmas.
And it's been in the ozone machine for the week since we've been home.
I love it. No, Rick, just no. But Lisa would thrift it. It's days like this that I wish we actually had a booth, because that's when you're going, I wish I had a booth to try and go into, because that's the kind of thing that...
Doug hates it too, so...
Now,
Adrian's calling it hideous.
I'm going to pop through a couple of other really quick ones just to show you, since we've got a few minutes left. I want you to keep your eyes open for things like this, because this is something I normally would have I wouldn't have even comped, but I did, and I'm glad I did. Mr. Christmas has a lot of really great stuff, but it also has a lot of stuff that's terrible. This is a Mr. Christmas good night light, and it's the kind of thing where you go and you blow Santa, and the lights go out, and then you blow Santa, and the lights go on.
You blow out Santa's candle.
Blow out Santa. Sorry, you blow out Santa's candle. It still doesn't read well when you say that. And look at that little boy blowing away. We actually have looked at these, and I think we've actually sold something like this in the past. But I looked these up now, and these are selling for $14. There's a mouse you can blow. There's Santa you can blow. So again, it's like lots and lots of them there that are just not got any money behind them. This was something that we thought, oh, we have to grab this. A Mr. Christmas Melody Box. It was priced at $17, so it was a little on the high end of what we were looking at for that. And it played 50 things. Look this up. This particular one sells for about $40. So again, not a big window for opportunity on this. So again, something else you want to go, I'm not sure about. Another thing I want you to keep your eyes open on is good and bad projections. So this happened to be a projection light. This is Jemmy. This is Snow Flurry. This actually did not actually comp really well, which I immediately went to Jemmy. So you always want to look, because look at that. There's a projection comping for $10. But then you may find something else that's a really interesting light, like this LED pathway stakes. I plugged them in. They're $13.49. This is Disney brand, Disney Magic Holiday. If you can find any of that, this usually can be $75 up. This particular set sells for about $90 to $100. It's in amazing shape. It's just a set of three lighted mini heads, and $13.49. So it's a more expensive purchase, but again, Disney Magic Holiday, really really, really good.
Surprisingly, we found a few of the Disney Magic Holiday stuff.
Yeah, we sold last year. We
Yeah.
sold like a countdown clock. We sold 3 or 4 different things that are from the Disney Magic Holiday in the last year. So, last but not least, I just wanted to show you something else that I picked up that we don't know about, but I asked Rick. We saw these. Oh well, actually, okay. So before we go, you may have heard about the controversial Christmas ornament. I don't know if anybody's heard about this. Rick didn't know that it was controversial, but this is a controversial Christmas ornament. Now, I'll explain to you why it's controversial in a minute. If somebody knows in the chat, they can. Here is the controversial Christmas ornament.
Why is it not working?
It's not controversial because it doesn't work. And normally they sing. There. Susan knows why. Diana knows why. Don's got it. Yep, it's the gay birds. Now, if you're wondering why it's the gay birds, it's because cardinals are 2 different colors.
Males are red.
So somebody at Walmart, they're selling them right now, saw this, and of course 1 million moms going crazy because they was like, oh my god, they're selling gay cardinals because they're 2 male cardinals singing to each other. And I realized we had one that we'd had for like a few years, so it's very interesting to see. Do they have small peckers? No, they're pretty good size.
We're actually going to market them that way now.
We're going to market them as gay cardinals, vintage gay cardinals. But here's our final one. This is a thrift it or throw it that I'm going to tell you we thrifted, and we're just not exactly sure why. But I asked Rick, and he said, yeah, pick them up. We found this baggie, and in this baggie there were these icicle ornaments. Now, you know what I always say? If there's one on the wall, it's probably not all. Well, there wasn't. There was more of them. And they were all still in their bags. And so we ended up thrifting these. So they're actually very cute. We picked all 3 of them up. We got them on a senior day. And I haven't been able to look them up yet, but this was something that I was going to put. We're just running out of time. I was going to put in the thrift report and ask you to guess on it, but I just thought I'd show you what these were. And I'll take one of them out of the bag. So they're still. I just wonder if you guys have picked these up. Oh, they're packaged. It looks like packages of 1 or 2. And this is what they are. They're packages too. Little crystal.
They're earrings.
Little drop earrings. I'll try and look this up. All it says on the back of this is imported by Christmas Traditions and made in China.
Are they heavy or light?
They're not too heavy. Oh my god. I'm
Glitter?
going to sparkle. I'm going to be sparkling all night now because the sparkle's coming all over my hands.
Sparkle, Neely, sparkle.
I have sparkle all over my hands. Oh my god. They look like little golf balls on the top of them, but I just thought they were cute. So we got bags of sparkly ones of those. We ended up paying, it was a 30% off day. So we got all 3 bags, probably about 36 of these. And everybody says, you should have thrown them. Yeah, sparkles. Crafters herpes. No, they're not lucite candles. I wish they were. They're pretty. I'll never get rid of the glitter now. No, I don't think I will. So maybe I shouldn't have bought them. Well, I'll look them up and see what happens with them.
You're just supplementing, aren't you?
I don't know.
You're running low.
I said to you, Rick, what do you think? What do you think? And you went, those are cute. Get them all. Didn't you?
Yeah,
You
I did.
said get them all.
I did,
So I got them
because they
all.
would look fantastic on a white tree.
They would look really good on a white tree. So, but again, now that I'm sparkling all over, I don't know what the hell. I didn't think about that. So thank you so much for joining.
I have one thing to add.
Wait. Yes, Rick.
I have one thing to add. Remember last week, Craig said that I'm obsessed with buying plugs for Christmas trees.
Tree plugs.
I got this whole box for $3.
Now this is great because you can use them.
This box for $3 or $5.
Yes, these are all our tree plugs.
And this box is actually an assortment of Christmas bulbs and
Plugs.
plugs and, the plastic bulbs for ceramic trees.
All because we never know what we're going to end up buying. And you might as well be a good scout and be prepared for having to find that we find bowl modes with no lights. We got lights. We find Christmas ceramics with no lights. We got lights. We got all the stuff.
But I only started buying them when I can because pre-pandemic, we had to order 2 or 3 of these for ceramic trees we got without them.
Yeah.
And they're expensive.
It's true. That's very true.
So hopefully 50 cents, I'll take that. Oh, a box? Give it to me.
Hopefully you got a couple of ideas today. Number one, if you didn't know about Holt Howard, then you've got Holt Howard to think about. If you didn't know about Port Merion Studios or Susan Wingette, you learned a little bit about that. And you also learned that you can look at some stockings, Busilla, gold collection stockings, cross stitches can be great or not. And depending upon what it is, make sure that it doesn't glitter a little too much out of the bag and isn't a Santa you can blow to turn off because they just don't necessarily work for your money. So thanks so much for watching us here. Next week, we'll be back. It will be December the 2nd, 3rd. And it will be our What's Sold in October and November. October for Adrian and November and December for Elisa and Carl, because I think they're all joining us. And we may have 1 or 2 items that we have that are our favorites from the year. So thank you so much for being part of our Tuesday night, especially those of you who are in our Kennel Club. Thank you as well. Have a great Thanksgiving if you're in the U.S. Hopefully have a great Black Friday if you're in Canada. And hopefully Canada Post will be going back up. Yes, please, please. So that we all can start shipping on Poshmark and everything else, every other place we need to. Take it easy, everyone. Thanks again. Bye. Bye. We wish you a Merry Thriftmas. We wish you a Merry Thriftmas.
I'm not singing.
Okay. I'll just end it then.
You scared Doug.